Snow White and Seven Diversity Hires currently is on absolute fast track to be the worst movie this year by an absolute landslide. Everything we know about it, starting from the cast, ending with the production, and especially the main actress of this movie, screams horrible from start to finish. It's gonna be amazing.
Hollywood might make some horrendous decisions when it comes to the actual content of a film, but one thing they seem to be very consistent on is who they put in the titular role. If a person isn't gravitating towards an audience, they tend to pull that person back, blame them, as opposed to the content. Prime example, Brie Larson. So when a actress...
Don't you dare blame my Brie.
...decides to open a big mouth and make herself sound like a complete and utter fool to anyone listening, that's not gonna go down too well with them. On top of that, the movie she's in looks set to absolutely bomb. Yep. Let's have a little chat about Rachel Zegler, shall we?
Get ready.
Hi everyone, it's Az here from Heel vs Babyface. A couple of weeks back, did a couple of videos about the upcoming Snow Brown and the Seven Baristas from Seattle. A film that's so woke, it looks like it's going to be an unmitigated disaster. And unlike the Barbie movie, I don't think you can notch any of it up to satirical comedy. In the case of Barbie, no matter how unintentional that actually was.
True.
No, this is Disney being current day, the master-sized cancer that is wokeness, making itself fully malignant in this once beloved story slash fairy tale for children. Because
once beloved, true. After this, no one's gonna want to hear about it ever again.
Somewhere along the way, Disney forgot what the term timeless classic actually means.
You said you were bringing a modern edge to it on stage. What do you mean by that?
I just mean that it's no longer 1937, and we absolutely wrote a Snow White that
she's not going to be saved by the prince.
She's not going to be saved by the prince, and she's not going to be dreaming about true love. She's dreaming about becoming the leader she knows.
You know what's my favorite part about this clip? So, licking lips is a self-soothing thing that you do when you're quite worried. And you can just see her looking at this sad excuse of an existence, and she's like, "Ah, man, you know, you're supposed to say, like, one or two, like, you know, woke stuff, and then you're supposed to shut up, but what are you doing? What are you doing?" She ain't happy. Gal Gadot is not happy about this, boys. She knows what's about to happen.
She can be.
You see, the reason why some...
And it's just that absolute blank stare of, like, we're done. I regret all my life decisions here. It's been a good ride. At least I got some money.
You see, the reason why something is a timeless classic is because it stands the test of time. It doesn't concern itself with the color of somebody's skin, their gender, ethnicity, sexuality, because the themes that are centered within that production, book, film, television show resonate with everybody over time. They are things that they can relate to, understand, get behind.
Absolutely perfectly put, by the way.
Support. So whether or not it's based around family or based around falling in love and settling down, these are things that the vast majority of people worldwide want to do, regardless of where they came from and who they actually are. And yet Disney just completely failed to understand this very simple premise, and they think everybody is as broken, pathetic, narcissistical as they are, when guess what? The regular normal person is regular and normal, and that is a massive compliment to them. So Rachel Zegler, who appears to be no stranger to opening her mouth and sticking her feet in...
This video, by the way, is 10 days old, and she has been trending for 2 days or something like that on Twitter. And, well, let me tell you something. It's not looking good.
It comes out with another absolute gem as the Film Actors Guild and the writers are on strike. And as far as I'm concerned, they can fucking stay that way because they're all insufferable knobheads.
Yes.
All. There are a couple of rare exceptions. So when the privileged Hollywood actors, the elite that have to go through barely any struggles other than who they have to fuck on the casting couch to get the job, need to come up with
Also extremely true and underrated.
some sort of struggle for them to go through. Enter Rachel Zegler, because she's about to release unto the masses the horrible conditions in which she has to work as an actress in Hollywood. Let's hear it from her own lips, shall we?
If I'm going to stand there 18 hours in a dress of an iconic Disney princess, I deserve to be paid for every hour that it is streamed on.
True.
Oh boy.
True. You go, girl. Why are you laughing? She's right, and you know it.
They're just not human, are they? They're just
Yeah,
not
true.
human. Just to reiterate what she said, if you were struggling, because the audio quality is pretty bad on that clip. If I'm going to stand there 18 hours in a dress of an iconic Disney princess, I deserve to be paid for every hour that's streamed online. First of all, toots, you're not stood there for 18 hours. You're in your cushy, nice little camper, your nice little trailer, wherever they stick you, with your feet up and your Ugg boots on, being force-fed lattes until it comes out your fucking anus. You don't work. You're waiting to go onto set for you to shoot your 5 seconds of, I don't need no man,
True.
for I am snow, brown, not white, definitely brown.
Don't eat the brown snow.
Get the white, get the brown. Oh. And cut. Woo. Okay, let's go again in 5. Oh my god, touch on my hair, touch on my makeup. Where's my fucking latte? You're fired, bitch! I think that's more of an accurate representation of what goes on within those 18 hours of standing around. But I just want to say, hey, I'm not a heartless bastard.
You know what's my favorite part about all of this, by the way, is the fact that she's not good looking. She's mid. She's literally sadly as mid as it honestly gets. McDonald's cashiers are better looking than this. Half of my local closest gas station has better looking women than her, and they're like twice as old, some magically. How? Okay? And this is just what's gonna happen when the mirror on the wall part comes up. Are they just gonna remove it? Because there is absolutely no way anyone considers her hotter than, you know, the queen. Yeah, that's gonna be fun. That's gonna be interesting. Who is the fairest of them all? Well, definitely not you.
99% of the time, but that 1% of the time that you actually get into this stone cold heart of mine, stood there for 18 hours in a dress.
Sad.
Mein Kampf! Not mine, of course. Your struggle. Your struggle. Let me just break something down here for you, Rachel, because you seem to be living in fucking La La Land with the rest of your twat waffle friends.
Makes sense.
You see, when you actually make your movie,
Wait, this got almost 40 million views. That's insane.
get paid an exorbitant amount of money for doing so, get exposure that might lead to more and bigger and better and more profitable projects for you.
This movie is gonna bomb like there's no tomorrow. And guess what? She's probably gonna score a role or two again because she did just such a great job at making the movie tank. It's life. It's Hollywood.
Do you know who actually goes to the fucking cinema to watch your film? Hard-working, real people. You see, when it comes to a Disney film, particularly a Disney princess film, that usually entails taking some children along, whether they be young girls or young boys, just to see a fairy tale on screen. And who has to
Makes
pay
sense.
for all of that? The mothers, the fathers, and they take their children, and it has to be a day out, an event for them. So where do they get paid? From their hard jobs, from people who actually do stand around working hard for not a lot of pay every single
True.
solitary day so they can provide for their families.
True, but at the same time, she doesn't care at all.
put food on their tables, a roof over their head, and clothes on their back. People that break their backs stacking shelves, taking orders at counters, day in, day out. And how much do they get paid? It tends to be low, minimum wage. Real, hardworking people. But they want to put some smiles on the faces of their children. They want to entertain their children. They want to...
She probably hates the fact that they have children because that's bad for the environment.
Be good people and good parents, and that's why they work damn hard for that. So that rare time they actually get to go out and relax and unwind and relate to something, to put a smile on their kid's face, to maybe give the child a dream, a moral to look up to, some sort of teaching. Back breaking.
I mean, I understand this, but at the same time, I will say, if any parent actually takes their kid to see the new Snow White, they have not been paying attention. Because you shouldn't. You just shouldn't.
Work. They're the real fucking heroes, not some 5'0" unibrow twat waffle who wants to complain about.
Is she unibrow? I can kind of see this going a little bit longer than it should.
Staying in a dress in a luxury trailer for 18 hours a day with her feet up, her hair in curls, and a latte being force-fed through an intravenous drip. So what do you think happens when that hard-working, real, true person hears some Hollywood elite bint like you say something like that? Do you think it endears yourself to them? Do you think they go and grab their placards?
I don't even have a moment to interject, by the way. He's just absolutely destroying this. He is the Slay Queen.
And start advancing into the streets with you to strike? Look at me! I work 60 hours a week stacking shelves on a 12-hour shift, breaking my fucking back for minimum wage, but she's got to stand in a dress for 18 hours in a luxury trailer going out and filming everyone.
Probably in a week also. Probably that's like in a week.
In a while.
Everyone knows these shoots don't happen like, okay, we're low on time, so you have to work 18 hours. That doesn't happen. Everyone knows that this is not even remotely close to truth. Like, at the bare minimum, worst case scenario, if they actually have to work, God forbid, more than like 8 hours a day, they get chairs.
She's got the real problems. She's got the real struggle. She only gets paid a few $100,000 to do that. Oh, won't you think of the children? Won't somebody think?
Hey, if she wants, I can replace her. You know, I'll take half the pay and I will replace her, and I will do my best job as Snowman White. Yeah, that's gonna be it. And I'm gonna... Yeah, I hope I get the kiss call, though. You know, we can change some things. You know, I mean, I wouldn't say no to that. You know, I'm just Disney. Call me. Oh wait, you can't use this anymore because kids nowadays don't actually understand. Hey, this is a fun experiment. I did this with my with my cousin's children. Is it called? Yeah, they're like 12. No, they're actually like 13-ish or something like that. Ask them to show them how it is on the phone. Old people do this, you know, this part right here. New people do this. Yeah, that's kind of crazy, but you never thought about that one. Yeah, they just literally pretended they're on the phone by doing this with their palm. That's kind of insane. Man.
And Rachel Zegler, of course, because it's all about Rachel Zegler.
Computer says yes.
Computer says no.
They're gonna look at you and say, how out of touch is this young, privileged twat waffle? How out of touch is she with her actual...
Okay, boys, it's time to make your bets. When this thing flops, what is the first thing that they're gonna do? Blame the far right, blame the men in general, no matter what side they are on, because they're all evil men, or blame racism. I honestly think it's gonna be slightly racism because you can tell that she's not white. She's like a shade of white, and that obviously makes her 99.9 million% African descent. Obviously, as nowadays everyone in Hollywood is. So, you know, place your bets.
Audience, the people who pay to go see these films. How out of touch can she possibly be to think being in a dress for 18 hours in a trailer is actually hard work? How out of touch and disconnected?
What if you want to masturbate like that? That's probably pretty annoying in that case.
Are these people?
Oh wait, you get your latte boy to do it for you. My mistake.
La La Land from the reality that is real life. I'm gonna suggest it's gonna be pretty fucking high. The sheer pomposity, arrogance, and disconnect that somebody can have from their actual audience is there for all to see. It just shows that these people in Hollywood, these actors and actresses, just don't understand who their audiences truly are. They don't.
I mean, can you even blame them? They are living a life that is not even remotely close to anyone else's, and they are surrounded by people who do the same. And those people who aren't actually like them are gonna still suck up to them as much as possible, and they're always gonna tell them they're right.
Don't get that this is a privileged position for them. They don't understand that there are people out there who actually have to truly struggle through life to get by, that truly do struggle to manage to feed their family, clothe their family, and put a roof over their head. No, no, no. Hollywood is so intrinsically bubbled up that they don't get what's out there. This is why we get a deluge of pathetic politics and absolute ridiculous takes, because they have no idea how the real world actually operates. And this is why wokeness gets rejected, not through racism or intolerance, but sheer and utter
Well said, as.
desperation at how out of touch with reality they truly are. If somebody ever committed career suicide in 7 seconds, Rachel, that's an accolade I think you 100% deserve and have
I mean, there are others who have done the same thing.
owned. Right there.
It's not sadly rare.
The real world is where the rest of us live, and you, my darling, are clearly in fucking La La Land.
I'm not gonna lie, I also would love to be in La La Land. So you get to visit an island, you know. Well, now it's closed, but you got to visit an island, you know. Your friends are insane, you know. Probably some ritualistic stuff time to time just for funsies. It's great. It's great stuff.
I will see you in the next video. You take care.
Yeah.
Bye for now.
Well, that was our boy Az. Extremely well said. I don't even know what to add. Very, very well said. On literally every point that he even vaguely touched upon. Beautiful at the end of the day. Absolutely beautiful. Completely worth it. Anyway, this was Kuzer said. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. And have a nice day. Bye-bye.